On a Wednesday night, we've got baseball from Oriole Park. Stepping into the box, Jesse Pitts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. And underway tonight from Baltimore as the first pitch misses for ball one. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Into the box now, Connor Pitts. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard. First delivery to him on the way, and he fouls this one off. Pitts on at first, nobody out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
So stepping in, Booth Bobo. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
From a hitter's perspective, you knock the donut off your bat knowing 2 things. This pitcher is out on the mound looking for a strikeout or a double play, so you better set your sights at least belt high.
Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Well, this game is still getting underway, so maybe he wasn't quite awake yet over there at first. Hate to have a guy picked off, but I guess it's better in the first than in the ninth.
A man at third with 1 away. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jeremy Pitts. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2. Popped him up. Owings into shallow left, and that ends the inning. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Rays 1, the Orioles coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Kevin Almanzar will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
At the plate, Damon Ortiz. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 1-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Chris Owings waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Pitts ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Here's Chris Owings now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Owings swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He was taken in the 30th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
No outs, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Stepping in now, David Tejada. Skied down the left field line. Pitts sprinting after it, 1 away. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that's send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Changeup in for a strike. Owings leads off second with one gone in the inning. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. The 2-1. Taken, strike two.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 2-2. His fastball taken high for a ball.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
And this is fouled at the plate. Hit hard on the ground to second. To his left, Pitts. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time. Digging in, Robbie Keane. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. To his right, Pitts. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Orioles able to square things up on the solo home run. Second inning coming up. All even now at 1-1. At the plate, Jeff Pitts, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
So striding in, John Pitts. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Ball one. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
He loses him on ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Standing in now, Steven Swanson. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. So another stolen base there. This definitely is a team that's used their wheels to full advantage all season long as we check out the league leaderboard for stolen bases. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner back in standing. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. Hits, rounds the corner, and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Sammy Pitts. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Swanson, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now in the box, Sava Tavitsi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Fouled off. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Into the box now.
She'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. The 0-2 once more. On the ground to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
In now, Connor Pitts, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Boof Bobo is at the plate as he watches ball one. 3 runs already home here. Just missing here, 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
3-1 now. Jeremy Pitts will be the 9th man to bat in the inning, barring a double play, waits on deck. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Striding in once again, Jeremy Pitts. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Missed with a slider. Pitts is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. Pitts at third. Pitts on second. Bobo is over at first with one away. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. They get the force at the plate. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Rays 5 and the Orioles 1. Here's Marcell Ozuna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Digging in, Ryan Bentley. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. First delivery to him on the way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a one-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Gabriel Marcus. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Nope. And that one stayed too low apparently.
I got a ball, one strike.
The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He'll come in here at 263, 10 home runs, and an even 50 RBIs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The 3-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Full count still. Another payoff pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. They're down here 5-1. Ready for another chance? Jeff Pitts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Now a ball lined to the left side. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Again, another foul ball.
Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left.
Again, a 1-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Sharp ground ball toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the 3rd inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, Hero. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Stepping in now, John Pitts, as he'll take a look at ball 1. For the current campaign, Pitts comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
As a look, now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now a snap throw to first. Runner's back. The 1-2. Fouled away.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And he's back standing. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
One thing to take note of is how these last 2 batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Striding forward now is the DH, Steven Swanson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Here's the 1-0. This one's down to third. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Into the box, Sammy Pitts. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. But that'll be off the right field wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Standing in now, Saba Tavitsi, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. That's a tough take. Pitts at second with 2 down. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control, 1-2. Ozuna is under it, and that's the third out. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's the Rays 6 and the Orioles 1. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Damon Ortiz. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Chris Owings now. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Hit out towards second. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Center fielder, number 12, David Tejada.
Stepping up to the plate, David Tejada. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And a fastball just a bit high.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
The 2-0. Laid off, but in there for strike one. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Two out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. Hits, ranging up the middle, and he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail 6-1. So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Jesse hits, 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
One of the keys when you're looking at a subpar pitching performance is first pitch strikes. And so far, this guy struggled. First pitch strikes, less than 40%. He's going to need to clean that up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Ozuna on the run, but this will land out there just foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. David Ochoa answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Connor Pitts will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In now, Boof Bobo, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Darno is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Jeremy Pitts. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now a snap move over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0 home. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Rays strand just the one. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning.
Robinson Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Popped him up. Tavitzi moving to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, first baseman, Robbie Keane.
In now for the O's, Robbie Keane. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Hit hard down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Here's Marcelo Zuna as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Keane, the runner at second with one away. Hit out towards second. And there are two away now.
The left fielder, number 1, Ryan Bentley.
Settling in now, Ryan Bentley. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The men on third with two down. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The next 0-2. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. The 1-2.
is laid off for ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. One left for the Orioles. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Digging in and looking for more, Jeff Pitts.
Shortstop, Jeff Pitts.
First pitch of the at-bat. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. So far this year against Southpaws, Pitts is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Ready on 1-2. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 62 on the year, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, John Pitts. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Called strike 2 with the letters. 0-2 now. The next 0-2. Misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 44.
Ready once again, Stephen Swan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 0-1. Into the pitch. And he looks at a ball. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
That one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here he comes again. 1-2. A shot down the first baseline. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
The 1-0. is a fastball that misses.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 tight with that one. 3-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-1. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. Now at the plate, Gabriel Marcus. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Hits over to his left, and there's one away.
The batter, number 15, catcher, Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First time up, he went down looking. Here comes the first pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with one away.
Now batter, designated hitter, Damon Ortiz.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Damon Ortiz. Set and the pitch, and he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right, but he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Chris Owings. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Chris Owings.
First offering on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. d'Arnaud, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Ready with the 0-2. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Orioles leave 1. They're down 7-1. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Sava Tavitsi.
First baseman, number 1.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Too high. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2. Misses down below the knee.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Jesse Pitts. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Grounded to first. Keene right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Connor Pitts.
Standing in, Connor Pitts. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're on top 7-1. Striding in, David Tejada. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted down the line in left. Pitts is after it. He's through first and hustling for second. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
The batter, second baseman.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Ready now for Baltimore. Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. from the stretch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. That makes it a 7-2 game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robbie Keane, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 7-3 game.
Yep, this is why you just can't rely on one pitch. These are the best hitters in the world. And when they know what's coming, they're going to jump all over it, just like he did there.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 1, Ryan Bentley.
Now at the plate, Ryan Bentley. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rays 7 and the Orioles 3. Back here on the show, we're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Up next for the Rays, Boof Bobo.
Patrick Bobo.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And it's 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Here it comes on 1-1. And the changeup is way low that time. A sinker over the outside corner for strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy Pitts.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Jeremy Pitts. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Bentley is over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, shortstop, Jeff.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jeff Pitts. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tough one to lay off. Called a strike.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Now to the plate, Gabriel Marcus. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0. Swing and a hot shot toward third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Marcus leads off second with nobody out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
In now, Damon Ortiz, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. 2-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
One out and a runner on second base. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Here's Chris Owings now. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. There's one. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
Up next for the Orioles, center fielder.
Now batting, David Tejada. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
One-0 count. Here it is. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 7-4 contest.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Almanza.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Two men are on with two men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. It's a strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Working for the punch out and the offering. Count remains full. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Robbie Keane, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 1-1 home. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Orioles settle for 1. 8th inning coming up. The Rays lead it 7-4. Jamie Soto has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Jamie Soto.
John Pitts will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A high fastball is in there. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Into the box now, Steven Swanson. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
The 1-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Bases are empty, one man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Now at the plate, Sammy Pitts. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Sava Tavitsi would be next. The 3-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Now the payoff pitch home. Well, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. And a barehanded pickup. It's in time. Rays go in order 1-2-3. They hold a 7-4 lead. Leading off the inning, Marcell Ozuna, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. And the fastball taken on the inner half for a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Pitts moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 1, Ryan Bentley.
Ready now, Ryan Bentley. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer, needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Favorable call in there for a strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Gil Cruz will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Gil Cruz.
Digging in now, Gabriel Marcus. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And that one stayed up a little high. Fastball down near the shoe tops. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Pitts trying to get there. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. A nice look there at the Inner Harbor here in Charm City as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Saba Tavitsi, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the 9th.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Jesse Pitts. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Tejada is in pursuit. 2 down. Sliding into the box, Connor Pitts. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
The 1-1 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 home. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Up around the face.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
At the plate, Boof Bobo, man at first after the 2-out walk. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Pitts is off of first with 2 away. He's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Keene will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Tampa. They hold a 7-4 lead. Gregory Pitts comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Gregory Pitts.
Coming to the plate now, Travis d'Arnaud. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home is a curveball that chases him out of the way.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind an account 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And there's ball 3. Pitts has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
3-1 the count now. Liner toward right center. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Damon Ortiz. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So striding forward now, Chris Owings, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Fastball in there for a called strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this type of arsenal, man, you got to step out of the box, clear your head, and just fight.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And with that win, number 111 on the year, they tied the legendary 1954 Cleveland Indians on the all-time win list. One of the best regular seasons of all time, folks.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. Tampa Bay set the pace in the division with their 111th win. Kevin Almanzar earns his 12th victory in the ball game. Ricky Drew struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Gregory Pitts closes the door for the save, his 46th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.